We are now on question 1A3. Right, a straight line goes through point P and Q. Find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of PQ. Perpendicular bisector. What is the meaning of this? Oh, it's explained here. A line perpendicular to PQ that goes through the midpoint of PQ. But this was just enough. We had to see that this is a line that cuts PQ at the midpoint. Okay, it cuts or intersects PQ at its midpoint. Right, and then also at the same time, that line is perpendicular to PQ. So sometimes when given question like this, I just prefer drawing sketches or diagrams so that I can have a picture of what is happening. Right, so we have our line PQ. Okay, we have our line PQ. This is P. Oh, no, P. And then the coordinates of P is 2 and 9. And then Q. And then the coordinates is 6 and 17. Right, so we're talking about a line that is perpendicular to PQ and intersecting PQ at the midpoint. So this is the line. We're not given the name of the line, or so let's call it line. Okay, this is line. Okay, so it means it is forming a right angle here, a 90-degree angle with the line PQ. Right, so now we want to find what? Find the equation of this line. We need to find the equation of this line. To find the equation of this line, we need to find the gradient of this line and a point on it. So the point on it is going to be the midpoint of PQ. So we need the gradient. We have the gradient of PQ. We calculate the gradient of PQ in question 1A1, which is 2. And then now we need the coordinates of the midpoint. Remember the equation of a straight line, y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, or you can say y is equal to, or f of x, even if you use f of x is fine, ax plus q. Okay, right, and then now let's find the midpoint of PQ, which is this point there. So the midpoint of PQ is going to be, the midpoint of PQ is going to be the x-coordinate of Q plus the x-coordinate of P divided by 2. And then the y-coordinate of the midpoint is going to be the y-coordinate of Q plus the y-coordinate of P divided by 2. You see that? Okay. Right. And then what we have M here is going to be 6, which is this one, plus 2, which is this one here. Okay, so 6 plus 2 divided by 2, and then we have 17, okay, plus 9 divided by 2. Okay, and then what we have here, we have 8 divided by 2, which is 4. So the midpoint of, let's call this one M, the midpoint. Right, the midpoint of PQ there, the x-coordinate is going to be 4, because 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 divided by 2 is what? 4. And then 17 plus 9 is 26. 26 divided by 2, that is 13. So that is the midpoint of PQ. Okay, so now remember we have the gradient of M of PQ. So the gradient of PQ is the negative reciprocal of the gradient of the line, or the gradient of the line is the negative reciprocal of the gradient of PQ. Right, so we can say times the gradient of the line is equal to -1. Sometimes there's no need to do this. You just have to know that it is the negative reciprocal. Right, so 2 times M line is equal to -1, and then the gradient of this should be small letter m. The gradient of line is going to be -1/2. Or just know that our gradient for PQ, the gradient for PQ is equal to 2. So the negative reciprocal of 2 is negative 1 over 2. Just that is enough. And then now we have the gradient, we have the coordinates of M there, the midpoint of PQ. So let's substitute into this equation. So it becomes 13 is equal to, M is our gradient, negative half x plus c. And then, oh, we forgot to substitute the x. Y is 13, x is 4 here. So let's put 4 there. Or let me write it again so that it's not clumsy. Then negative 1 over 2, 4 plus c. And then this is 13 is equal to negative 2 plus c, meaning that 15 is equal to c. Okay, therefore, because we're asked to find the equation, therefore the equation of the line is y is equal to negative half x plus 15. Okay, that's what you're supposed to do there.